So the Key to Home Partnership is a collaboration of more than 40 homeless service providers across Oklahoma City working together to address homelessness differently.
Homelessness is a very complex issue. People experiencing homelessness come into that from 1,000 different pathways. And so you kind of have to have a lot of different ways to bring them out of homelessness.
The mayor put together a task force several years ago to strategize and learn more about how we were responding to homelessness in our community.
And so 2019, the task force was convened, came up with a strategy.
The City of Oklahoma City functions as the lead agency for the Key to Home Partnership. We receive the funding from HUD and then we disperse to service partners across the community.
We are coming together and trying to create organized, efficient ways to allocate those resources that we believe are going to ultimately resolve homelessness in our community.
You know, this can happen to anyone at any time, which is something that I experienced. And then hopefully we can make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else. The system can be changed and it can be prevented.
You have folks with lived experience. So people who have actually been through this process, they're on our board. Combine that with also business owners, multiple governmental agencies. It's a true public-private partnership.
Key to Home is the phrase we use really to capture all that we're doing from a community-wide level to address homelessness. That includes the work we're doing going into encampments and housing everybody who is there and bringing the wraparound services, but it really describes everything that this community is doing.
I was homeless for nearly 2 years, living outside. It gets real when you're on the streets.
To see someone moving from an encampment into an apartment is probably one of the most satisfying things I've ever felt. My job is to go actually find the units that will house our clients in Key to Home.
They were super nice and put everyone at ease immediately, saying they had housing that they were going to place us in.
This is why I do it. To see Mark just sitting there, house looks clean. Back in the day, I lived in an abandoned house with no electricity, no water. I know that feeling, so when I walk in, I see him, and I'm like, oh, this is what it's all about.
What is great about Key to Home is we've all agreed that that is the place where we will come together and figure out how the most effectively and efficiently to provide those services.
You know, we're using every resource we possibly have with the most amount of intention. We're really looking for solutions that work for our communities.
We have daily calls to drive action and work together to ensure that people can move into housing in just 4 to 6 weeks.
And through that effort, we really believe that we can continue to bring our numbers down, and ultimately, obviously, we want homelessness to be rare, to be short, to be a non-recurring event in people's lives.
Working in the same direction is the most effective way to address housing.
And when you look at the numbers so far to date, it's so compelling that you know it is absolutely working and it is solvable.
Homelessness is a complex problem that's going to take a community-wide effort to solve.
Together, we are the key to ending homelessness.
Together,
Together,
We are the key to ending homelessness in Oklahoma City.